So I hope you're enjoying it so far. Thumbs up. And let me start and welcome you to the first data architecture session of CData's inaugural event, Foundations, Insight from PartnerRe's Practical Journey. I'm delighted to open this track with Thomas Marga, Head of Data and Analytics Platform at PartnerRe. Today, Thomas will share his invaluable experience from navigating the evolving data architecture landscape over the past 5 years, along with insights into his current strategies and future plans. Thank you for being here, Thomas. We're really excited to have you with us. Please take it away.
Cool. Thanks, Tammy. I think it's not the first time I get the chance to speak for Data Virtuality, now CData Virtuality. Always a pleasure. So I will take it today in 3 high-level sections. I have to rush a bit. The presentation is designed to be a bit longer. We talk a little bit about the why. Why do we need such a data platform? Then about the what. That's the key piece. Usually, I also hang around and talk a little bit about the how, but we'll save ourselves this one today. Right. So with the why do we need a platform? We also talk a little bit about the IT strategy and drivers bringing that in. One invaluable benefit we saw with doing that is really it's helping us and it's supporting communication across teams and the whole business. So this is really getting our people together. That's probably more important than the pure technology, right? You see people from different areas coming together, talking about business rules and saying, hey, why are you doing that this way? We are doing it this way. So this is a major change we are seeing. Then the what, so that's really the platform itself. There's 2 things also worthwhile mentioning. It's an opportunity to grow for our people, right? We are cloud native, we are investing into modern platforms. It's really helping our people to grow, and it's helping us to attract and retain talent. So going and on that journey is giving you these benefits. The how, just usually I talk a bit about how do we structure these deliveries, agile, how do we get stakeholder buy-in, that's important, how do we do communication, all that's key, don't forget it. Again, I will save that today just because of time. That's me. I'm now with PartnerRe's since 2008. That's a long time. I think that's also a testament that it's actually a pretty okay place to be. I've been at other companies, banks mainly before, but always in the data space. The team we are running is worldwide, so across the globe, also in the US, in France, now going to Dublin and Zurich, Switzerland. This is also where I'm based. Here again, the agenda, and again, those points. So the why, the key drivers, challenges, the what, the architecture, and then the how. A few words around PartnerRe. So we are a reinsurance company. In the end, what are we doing? We insure insurance companies. That's simply said, in reality, insurance companies transfer their risk to us to cover major claims events and diversify their portfolio. What I've done here, if you look at these points, just mapped it to challenges. So we are a strong, diversified franchise built on successful organic growth. In the end, we just have more and more people asking for more and more solutions, right? So this is what's hitting us. Other challenges, we have 16 offices worldwide. We really are multi-line, so we reinsure everything. We build out into new markets, so we see more and more data sources coming in. And this is, I think, a challenge for anyone in the financial service industry. We are highly regulated. So these regulation requirements are hitting us all over the place. But we want, while investing into those and delivering on those, build an infrastructure which is also beneficial to business. And we have more and more people. They have a high demand to look into their data, understanding their data, have direct access to their data. So this is really, you see it from what PartnerRe is. It's hitting us all over the place why we need a modern data architecture. Challenges, we have a constant and ever increasing demand for data engineering resources from all over the business. Again, as said, we have ever increasing data sources, volume, more and more stuff coming in from the cloud, from various sources, netcat information, regulation information, market information, internal information. I've said it, security and regulatory requirements are mind-blowing. We have personal sensitive data from our life reinsurance, life insurance. This is just highly complex to secure this data and run it, governance. And I've been listening to the previous presentation from Google. We are certainly not in the 5% bucket. We don't have anything out there, AI yet, Gen AI, but this is going to come, right? What's helping us? Unique features of cloud platform, scalability, elasticity, that's key, no question. A shift to democratization of IT. So we move away from doing everything ourselves and enable our business users new and improved platform concepts. So this is really what's helping us. On the right-hand side. So on the bottom, we have our core cloud services, and this way we would also look at CData, virtuality, and other tools, to name it, and you will see it later. Snowflake, StreamSets, also Azure, and we are running on Azure Cloud Service. So this is the platform, and on top, these tools and technologies we use to build our data analytics platform, which we then provision out to build applications. Now we call it actually in a more modern way, data products. This is the architecture and the world, how it's coming together. What is the data platform for us and what are the benefits for us? It consists of two key pieces. The data hub, so that's the one-stop shop to collect data for system integration, data democratization. We really want to make it super easy to find your data. So we bring it all together in a hub. Sorry. It streamlines data management. We can apply security really at the source. Someone is talking in the background, I think. It makes it easier to implement. What we're doing is we call it true to source. We replicate most of our source systems into the data platform. We're not changing it, so that's true to source. That's the shopping cart you see there. You can go out there and shop in the data. With the shopping cart and what you've pulled together, you build your data product. That's really the place to store and share your business rules, build reusable data-centric products. Again, simplify application development by providing clear guidelines and best practices. It will reduce data errors and inconsistencies. We centralize business rules, and it just makes it a lot simpler. So that's the key focus, these two pieces, and you'll see them throughout the next slides coming back. Key benefits, again, it makes it very easy, and that's important to key stakeholders to access data that can be within IT or outside of IT. One thing in place, and here it's really CData virtuality, a core tool, one login, one tool, one access. You don't want to jump around, no formatting, easy and open standard SQL to all data sources, no matter of underlying technology. Elimination of data silos, I've mentioned it. We truly bring business teams together where they have been sitting in their silo, finance, underwriting, marketing, actuarial. They are now talking together because they have to work and deliver this similar data product and say, hey guys, what's going on here? Simplifying application development, I've mentioned it, and we are centralizing business rules. Just as a side note, I came out of a conversation yesterday. We are migrating a legacy application to the platform. The data engineer told me, hey, Thomas, we have code all over the place, in the report, in the universe, in the ETL tool, and here and there and there. No one can understand that. So we bring it together in one single place and get away from this build out logic over the year, the spaghetti. We also have that. That's the reference architecture. And you see again the data hub and the data product at the heart. Starting from the left, we have data sources. They can be traditional relational databases. That's still the core for us, relational databases, but it can be API-based cloud services, Salesforce, other things coming in more and more. We actually acquire and get a lot of cloud services also on the regulatory side now from actual software providers. So they're also evolving more and more into the SaaS world. Then no question, semi-structured data, JSON, but this is our favorite playground for our business users, actuaries, Excel files. So they're hanging around everywhere. And realistically, we will also not get rid of them. That's part of the game and has to be managed. We bring them together in a landing zone where necessary. We don't do that actually for relational data. We go straight over. And from there, we go to the hub. And in the end, that's what I've said. The hub is really well, attributes in the source system. You will also see 50 attributes in the same entity in the data hub. We add a bit of meta information so we can see the changes, but basically you see exactly what you have in the source system. If necessary, and that's the transportation mechanism at the bottom, either batch, if there's no need for real-time, or streaming for real-time integration, which is coming more and more. And then, as mentioned, you build the data product on top of that, so you get your data out of the hub area in the end. So that's the last step of building the product, and then you can access what you've done. With data exploration, you can put a virtual mart again. Data with CData virtuality comes here to play. Data science cases, reporting self-service, and data sharing. So move it out again. So that's the data provisioning part. We've put an orchestration layer on top of that to help run the whole show from left to right. That's the technology foundation. Building this platform, just to name or call it out, is streaming. I've mentioned it. We're using a product called Stream Sets for the data extraction and loading. And this is also because that's why I'm here, right, for CData virtuality. It's the time saving to traditional ETL. Well, we actually apply ELT, so we extract and load, but the time saving with a tooling like data virtuality is immense. It's really immense to before. So that's a key benefit. And here we see the data sources. We can get the data in very, very easily, very, very quickly, and then take the next step. And again, here with CData, that's the main product, but also Python do the transformation. So this is really the show of CData virtuality. Physically, we store the hub, data hub in Snowflake. So that's also back to the cloud native scalability and elasticity. So purely Snowflake for everything, almost everything. There's always an exception. Almost everything being pushed down to Snowflake, so we can scale as we need to and build our products and bring the performance to the business teams while being efficient. And then you see here that's changing more or less on a daily basis. We see more and more products coming in. We have built out our full non-live actual function as a data product. We're doing the same for the live actual function. These are highly complex products, delivering regulatory needs, but also resolving. Then we have other products on the CAT, so the catastrophe side. We do a lot of CAT reinsurance. That's important. Third-party capital, regulatory use cases, and more coming. So this is not complete and not a representation where we are today. There's way more. And I think you see now the speed also of business teams buying into this platform and delivering and building their own products. And again, as I said, then you can deliver those products out. You can explore. A lot of people like SQL, then they use CData virtuality again, or go straight to Snowflake. You can build out a virtual mart on top of that. So adding another product in the end, data science with R and Python. We are a heavy R shop. And traditional reporting, dashboarding. We are also Power BI. Everyone thinks Power BI is the solution to everything. It is not. Just to break that news out there, it's a good tool, but it will not solve all the problems. But yeah, we let them play around. Data sharing, API gateways, so provisioning, or unlike traditional data management systems, what we really see is the loop closing. We deliver the data out to various consumers also outside the platform, and with that create kind of a bigger hub, even where, especially for batch integration, these consumers come to us and say, hey, we need X, Y, and Z, and we provision that out with a simple product again. And there's two little drill down icons where we can drill down into the two pieces. So again, that's the hub and the product. I've mentioned it here. We have the for us, it's a lot of relational data. We don't have so many videos in reinsurance. What we get is actually, if we get into that, is a lot of semi-structured data contracts, things like that. But a lot is structured. So 6 PeopleSoft, Opus, these are the pricing systems. I'm not going to explain those. What it should show is the blue ones are outside of the platform systems we make available. And then we call that outports. We in the end provision this data as an outport. So this is how the consumer is seeing it. And then you go to the product and you can define your import. It all sounds fancy. In the end, it's just looking at the right data, saying I need to import that into my system. It's a defined interface. And then you can get this data into your system, build your logic out, and again, provision outport. The key piece is the output is governed by you. It's owned by you, by this data product. So any change, any adaptation is owned by this product and must be managed within this product. And so if there's outward consumers, then this has to be managed. So it's decentralized governance here. So to close the loop, this data product then, and we have these cases, you see them reflected down here, can share their data out again, which can be consumed by other products. So to make the round. So the implementation, and again, to highlight where are we using data virtuality, CData, you've probably figured it out. It's kind of a mesh architecture, helping us to establish such a mesh focused on Snowflake. So we really want you to benefit from the scalability and elasticity. On the outside, it's again just highlighting the key features and benefits of such a platform. It makes it easy accessible, centralizing of business rules, and elimination of data silos. Don't want to overdo it, but this is a key point. We really see the teams coming together. That's a data product. Data product, once you have collected your data, here you see the imports again. In Snowflake, you are free. You can, in the end, then select from different tooling outside to complete your product. So that's your world, or the world of the owner of the product, business or IT teams. You can work it out again with CData virtuality if you want to build enhanced procedures. Here we are investing into Azure ML. You can build your own models and use the data in there. We're not there yet, but we have the infrastructure up and running. R is our core data science tool. Here that's reflecting reporting, integrated security, so you can benefit from that. But you can also work in, a lot of you will know that, Snowpark, so the integrated development environment from Snowflake. So that's just making the round, different products, pipeline your data into the product, curate, analyze, enrich it with different products, and then provision the data out again. I've mentioned it, decentralized governance and data security, following corporate standards or guidelines. These are 2 examples of, they're actually a bit older. That's not even in, I think we've decommissioned that product by now. It was a data set we've acquired from an external vendor, but it shows you that the journey we've received via external storage, massive, big files. We've integrated them. We could do that easily in Snowflake. And then we've provisioned them via CData virtuality. And then we had different consumers doing that on top. That was actually one of our first products. I said, I don't think it's not around anymore. Nevertheless, I have that picture, fairly simple. We could spin that up super quickly. This is a very complex product we've built out over the last 3-4 years. It's the non-life resolving. In the end, the same architecture. Here you see a source that would be 6. You bring in the data using CData virtuality. You build out your logic. And we've even built out a modeling layer on top so you can consume the data, model it, and then push it back into your product for later provisioning. Summary wrap up, and I think I'm fairly good in time. Quick access to sources. We are doing ELT, countless connectors. That's really where CData virtuality is coming in place. We have it. We can access it. A central place. Business logic in one place. Full push down to Snowflake. Give our users the opportunity to mingle data easily. Build your complex or not so complex logic and go quick. Democratization. We push it out to business. Simple to use. Consume and publish new products, and easy integration of new analytical tools. That's it. Maybe even time for questions.
Thank you so much. That was excellent and really, really helpful for us. I got one little question, which is the Data Hub basically the core layer? And that was a question from one of our people.
Well, it's both. It's the Data Hub and the product. The technology foundation is the same. In the hub, we provision the data, so that's data democratization, get what you need, and the product is build it out and do what you need with the data.
Okay, that's perfect. I think that's pretty much all we have time for. So maybe in the background we can have a little bit of video. Thank you so much, Thomas, for your help here and for your fantastic presentation. For all of those who want to kind of go to different tracks, there'll be like a 5 minutes, I think, trivia again. And then there are, if you go up at the top to the agenda, you can kind of look, and there are different tracks. We are going to continue here on this side with WashTech and listen to them going forward. And for those who kind of held their legs and needed to go, you got a couple of more minutes to kind of grab a glass of water or get a drink or go or do the things you need to do. Once again, Thomas, thank you very much for the excellent presentation, and thank you.
Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the conference.